Okay guys, so today we're going to be making sourdough discard bagels. So here's my discard. It's been in the fridge for probably like a year and a half. Because this is a discard recipe, we are going to be using a little bit of instant dry yeast. If you want to do this with actual like active starter, you can do that as well. You just would not be wanting to use the active dry yeast when you go to make this. So in your mixer, you want to start with a cup of sourdough discard, 4 cups of warm water, 2 tablespoons of instant yeast, 2 tablespoons of salt, and 4 tablespoons of honey. Now you're going to slowly start mixing this with your bread hook, and while that's happening, you're going to slowly add in 10 cups of flour. My bowl's at capacity. It's trying to like climb up the bread hook, but now I've got all 10 cups mixed in here. I'm gonna get this bread hook out of here, and we're gonna cover up this dough for an hour or so until it doubles in size. And just so you know, I use plastic shower caps to cover my dough while it's rising. It keeps the air from messing with it or drying out the top of your dough while it rises. The dough has doubled, you guys, and now we're gonna get water boiling with 2 tablespoons of baking powder. So while that's coming to a boil, we're going to start shaping our bagels. So this is what I ended up with. Got 10 bagels I'm going to be making. You can end up with more or less just depending on what size you make them. Like, those are good sized bagels. The last couple are a little small because I just wanted to not have one monster bagel. But now we're going to be boiling these in that boiling water with the baking powder. 30 seconds on each side, and then we're going to put them back on the tray and put on toppings. I've got 3 of them going at a time. You can always use a bigger pot than this. This is just what I have. I'll leave them like this for 30 seconds, and then I'll flip them, do another 30 seconds, then back onto the tray. I've got jalapeno cheddar bagels, I've got poblano mozzarella bagels, and I've got some everything bagels. I went ahead and added all my toppings while the bagels were still wet from their boil, because the toppings are going to stick on a lot better when you do that. But now they're ready to go in the oven. I put a container of water in there so they kind of get a steam treatment while they're cooking, which helps really just make for a nicer crust. And I'm going to put them in the oven at 400 for about 15. Here they are, all done. They ended up taking more like 30 minutes. I think just because I made them so large, and they got so much larger when I boiled them, and then even larger once I put them in the oven. But yeah, these are my homemade sourdough discard bagels. Let me know if you guys have any questions. This is how the delicious insides look, by the way.